restrictions.
Ability. Okay. Has social media alongside with negatively impacted today's youth?
Yes, I do believe so. First, with I feel like men have an unrealistic expectation during sex. Sometimes they'll like ask you to do a certain thing and you're like, what? And you're like, that you only see in porn. Like, do you actually believe that that is real? Like, no. They're literally paid actors. And I feel like that's kind of something that's always lost in translation when men like indulge in watching porn. For social media, I feel like yes, because it's just sometimes I think in relationships, some people don't know what to not share. And then some people take advantage of like people wanting to be private but not secret. So then they kind of move in a more, not really trustworthy way. So it's kind of like a 50-50 with social media. Some people overuse it in relationships and some people like don't really use it. So I don't know. This is my take.
For example, I talked to a guy and he didn't like any of my pictures, right? But then I would see him comment on a girl's picture and I was like, oh, yeah, you're weird. So it's like little things like that where it goes into miscommunication. You don't use the internet or you don't use your Instagram like that, but you're giving attention to other. Oh, yeah. That's weird. But if you don't use your social media like that and it's like, oh, like you really just don't, like that's different. That's cool. That's you. But when you're using it and then you go and do malicious, that's when it gets untrustworthy. And then when it comes to like, I know a lot of guys that don't, at least in my time now, that don't really watch it, like kind of like stay away from that. But then it's like at the same time, I'm like, okay, well then, but like, are you good medically? Like, are you good medically? Like, are you doing what you need to do, sir? But then it's like, because they'd be like, oh, I'm not on. So you're lying. That's just what it is. So it's like, you're doing something. You're doing something. You ain't bored. You're not twiddling your thumbs. Okay? You're not. So it's one of those things, but it's just about communication and how you use it when it comes to your own personal belief and if you can stick to that.
I just feel like I agree that it's a bit 50-50 as well. I think that social media has put a lot of expectations on relationships and situationships as well. I literally got into a conversation with a guy who was trying to tell me I know how people be and I know how social media be telling to act. Nobody's telling you to act like anything. You're a grown-ass man and I'm a grown-ass woman. You have the decisions to do what you want and to make the correct ones. That's how a relationship works. If you can't help fall in line and be communicative with your partner and follow the same guidelines that you guys have established, then there's no reason for it to work out, and it's not going to because you guys haven't made it work. You don't want to put in the work to get it done. Simple as that. And it's because like that, they'll go and they'll watch other on there. You can follow 50 million Instagram models. You're gonna like her. You're gonna comment. And if I tell you I don't like you doing that, well, why does it matter? She's so popular. She doesn't even like me. Are you in her comments, in her DMs? You're weird. Do you think she's gonna look at you? And now I'm ready not to be with you because you think that you have this expectation that you're gonna catch all these. One of my ex-boyfriends literally
I do think social media and all these things you named impacted society for sure. And I think they impacted men more than women, to be honest. But not for the better, obviously. And I personally, I hope I don't get taken by them people. But, honestly, it wasn't made to connect to people across the world, bro. It was made to distract you and take your time. The time you could be using to work out, you out here procrastinating 30 minutes before you hit the gym, scrolling on TikTok like an 18-year-old. You know what I'm saying? I used to do that shit. That's why I'm making fun of myself. But I bet all you do that shit, too. But yeah, long story short, yeah, it does impact society. Yes, sir.
Come on! Wow, y'all too much, man. Oh, God, bro.